almost ready to get underway. And pitching here today, Simeon Woods-Richardson.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
The pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Swings through that. Short hop liner, handled it short. Gathers and throws, and they get the out. Time down to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third, the catcher, number 35.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Henderson, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
2 on, 1 out. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Struck him out looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And it's even up.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Orioles strand a couple, and now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Target Field, and on the mound now, Charlie Morton. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Not close with that one, and a count 2-1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the slurve, and it was the right choice. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Trevor Larnach. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
That one missed. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ty.
And here's the first baseman, Ty France. 2 outs. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Another 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Twins wind up stranding 1. We played an inning, no score. Back in Minnesota, all set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, out towards left center. Lee grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's Ramon Laureano. No score here in the second. And now it's even up. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Got him swinging.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And now Heston Kjerstad on the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Digging in, Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that's in there at the knees.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Brooks Lee, the next Twin, up to hit. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Hit on the ground to short. Henderson slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Twins retired in short order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Now the 3rd baseman, Emmanuel Rivera. Out towards right center field. Larnach in position. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
And now, Cedric Mullins. 1 out, bases empty. Falling behind 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. That one is upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. This is Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Going. Gone. And the Twins have the lead now. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. His 2nd of the year. It's 2-0.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here's Byron Buxton.
Ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Right side, hard hit. Whips it to Mountcastle. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The right fielder, number 9,
Trevor Larnach getting ready to hit. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to
Now
play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and there's a hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
First and second, 1 out. Ty France, the next Twin up to hit. Outside low, 2-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That's out.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. 1 run across. Head first slide, and he's safe. And it's 4-0.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Next offering is in for a strike. Four runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. France at second with 2 down. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Rutschman on to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back at Target Field, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Adley Rutschman. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. That's down and in.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Ryan O'Hearn.
And now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Outside, and that is ball 4.
The batter, number 7.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Holiday.
And that drops in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Orioles,
First and second, 2 outs. Laureano comes up to hit. Mountcastle, the lead runner, out at second. Holiday at first, 2 out of the inning. He swings and fouls one off. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Bottom of the 4th at the plate, Royce Lewis. Up the middle, Holiday. Jumps, throws, nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Willie Castro. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Inside. It's 2-2. And that one upstairs.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Up next for the Twins.
And the batter now,
the
Cody
baseman,
Clemens.
Cody Clemens.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And there's a ball. And it remains 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead it 4-0. New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Bailey Ober getting loose out there. Topa, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Next offering down in the dirt.
The count's full.
In the air, left side. And there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Emmanuel Rivera.
And next for the Orioles, Emmanuel Rivera. The Orioles down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one is inside. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One down, base is empty. In the air, right side. Larnach coming on. Brings it in with a nice running grab. That's out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Oh, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it and makes the grab. And that is that.
Now pitching for
Back
Baltimore.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and
Number
taking over on
78.
the mound, Yennier Cano. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Next pitch is outside. Fights it off. You'll see another. count on strikes. And there's one down.
The right fielder, number 9.
And now for the Twins, Trevor Larnach.
Larnach.
That's to third. Over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. On the ground. And foul ball. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Runner at first,
now
2
batting,
away. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Ty France. And there's a fly ball deep right field, way back there. And that will end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They lead 4-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Twins.
and they make a change to start
number
the 6th.
17.
The new pitcher, Bailey
Bailey.
Over.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And into the box
Leading
for
off the
Baltimore,
Orioles,
Gunnar
the
Henderson.
shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
That one misses, and it's 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next offering is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that one hammered. Going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle,
Average.
and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Runner at third, nobody out. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner at third, nobody out. And we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan O'Hearn. That one outside, and that's ball 2. That one missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Henderson stands at third with one gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's a 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. 2 outs. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering misses down and away. And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout. One hit in the inning, a triple, but they leave him stranded. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Twins 4 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 6. Here's Carlos Correa. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Next offering is fouled back. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Gregory Soto, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bowman warming up as well. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Royce.
So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Swung on, belted. And a foul ball. On the ground, could be 2. To second for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Twins 4 and the Orioles nothing. Back in Minnesota, we go to the top of the 7th and into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Clemens to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, Ramon.
So next to hit for Baltimore,
Laureano.
Ramon Laureano. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Outside corner, got him looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
65.
7th. Gregory Soto. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So now here's the
Leading
DH,
up for the Twins,
Willie Castro.
the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Swing and a miss as he was out
1
front
ball,
that time.
2 strikes.
And that is downstairs. And the count is even, 2-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Cody Clemens.
Here's the second baseman, Cody Clemens. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
The next pitch misses. 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there
The
and just
fielder,
missed
number
his spot.
25.
Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Into the second deck it goes. Home run number 10 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Next to hit, Trevor Larnach. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Stays alive. Now this is in the air down the line. Laureano trying to get there. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher, Ryan.
Now here is Ryan Jeffers. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In for a strike. Good slider.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Siggy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Siggy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Cedric Mullins now at the plate. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah.
But he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Orioles held in check there. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Ty France.
The first baseman, Ty France.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Now Correa up to hit.
Number 4. Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Brooks Lee, the next Twin, up to hit. The 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Bowman up and loosening in the pen. Aiken, the lefty, warming up as well. Towards first, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they're on top by a count of 6-0.
Now pitching for the
We're
Twins.
back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Topa.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
35,
and now Adley Rutschman. That one fouled off. 2-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 3. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
So it's their last chance in this one. Ryan Mountcastle digs in now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.